All right, y'all, come on now, sit down and shut up, okay? Because we're about to get into this. Now, y'all know I love me a good side chick story. I love to drag a side chick, but that's not what this is about. I decided to start a series about some of the most famous side chicks in history, okay? We're going to go back. We're going to go back into the past and relive some of these stories, some that you may be too young to know about, some that you might have forgotten about, and some that you probably never even heard about. And I was torn because I didn't know if I wanted to start with Fantasia, which clearly I am. But also I thought about starting with Alicia Keys. I know how y'all just love that story. And also Little Kim, because I feel like Little Kim has gotten away with a lot. She has been able to escape the side chick label and backlash, and we need to examine that. But anyway, we're going to start with the American Idol herself, Miss Fantasia Barrino. Okay, so I believe the year was 2004, and a young Fantasia Barrino took the American Idol stage by storm. She started off saying she was covering a Lauryn Hill song, but they wanted to see more, so she ended up doing Aretha, and she shined. They fell in love with her. Simon fell in love with her smile, and the rest was history. Now, after going on to give us several stellar performances, Fantasia ended up winning her season, which was season 3, I believe, of American Idol, and became a household name. Okay, she was on every radio station. She was working on her debut album. She was on every talk show, you know, she was everywhere. And America fell in love with her. America fell in love with Fantasia Barrino. Okay, y'all. So after a few years in the music business, she has several hit records. When I See You, Free Yourself, which is one of my favorites. Her first album was just a classic to me. It's a classic. She decided to do a reality show, Fantasia for Real, and we got a sneak peek at her home life. We already knew about her daughter Zion, even during American Idol. She was a single mother. She caught a lot of flack for that, but that didn't stop her. Okay, like I said, she went on to win her season. America fell in love with her. So we got to see her home life, her family, her brothers. I believe her mother was on there too, and we found out that she was related to Jodeci. Okay, Casey and JoJo are her cousins. So, a family full of singers, okay? And it was a really good show. This is back when I used to enjoy, reality TV. But somewhere along the line, Antoine Cook entered the picture. And Mr. Cook was a married man. I believe he was a real estate agent, and he also worked at the T-Mobile store. That's probably where she met his ass. So anyway, he was a married man. He was married to Paula. They had 2 children, and him and Fantasia began an affair.
It's a trip. But I ain't one to gossip, so if anyone asks you, you ain't heard it from me. No, you haven't.
So this is Mr. Antoine Cook, and this is a recent picture. And while he is very nice looking, 15 years ago, that man was fine, okay? The body, everything. And he's still in shape. He's running marathons. I think he's still doing a lot. But anyway, him and Fantasia stirred up so much controversy. Now, he said, or she, Fantasia says that he told her that he was separated from his wife, but the wife says that they didn't separate until, I believe, June of 2010, and him and Fantasia had been, messing around for months. So they were spotted around town, as Wendy would say, dipping and doing it at restaurants, at bars. They even allegedly got matching tattoos, and also allegedly made a sex tape. I mean, Fantasia was in love. She was talking about him with, People magazine, how they met. She was all in, y'all. Fantasia was all in. She thought this was going to be her man. They were going to be a family. She ended up getting pregnant. But not so fast, because Mrs. Paula Cook entered the chat And Paula said, slow your roll, sis. Slow your motherfucking roll, okay? I don't know what went on between these three, but all I know is Fantasia allegedly overdosed. There was a lawsuit in which Miss Cook sued Fantasia for alienation of affection. I believe Antoine and his wife ended up with custody of Dallas, Fantasia, and Antoine's son. And guess what? This is a recent pick. Antoine and Paula are still together. Okay, they are still together. Deja Lene, you were not the first, and you will not be the last. So clearly this was a few years ago. But this is Antoine's wife, Paula, and that is Fantasia's son that she is holding in her arms, okay? So yes, they had custody of the little boy, and I'm not sure if it's because, well, I know in the court papers, they said that Fantasia was not stable, and I believe that overdose was her attempt to unalive herself. Now, I could be wrong, and I don't want to put that out into the universe if I have it, if I have it remembered incorrectly. But I believe that was the case. So, child, it was messy. Let me tell you something. Whenever someone plays with married folks, the karma is almost instantaneous. God does not play about the covenant of marriage. And I'm quite sure Antoine, received his fair share of backlash. He wasn't famous. He wasn't in the spotlight. I guess social media wasn't, really what it's on today. So I can't say for sure, but I'm sure he got dragged. I'm sure he did not get a pass. Okay, y'all? So don't come over here with that, oh, you always blame the woman, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just stating things as they occur. And it's always instant karma. So I'm quite sure he went through a lot, even to get his wife back. And look at her, as you can see, classy, educated. She's an AKA. He's a member of a sorority, if I'm not mistaken. So these were well-educated people. And again, he fell into that trap. He probably saw somebody who was famous, who had money, and he wanted a taste of what that life was like. And then when he got a taste, what did he do? He turned around, tucked his tail between his legs, and ran back home.
Man, I wouldn't want to be in her shoes.
And these poor Psy babies. Now, even though Fantasia is his mother, in quick facts, he's not even listed as one of her children. They have her oldest daughter and they have her youngest daughter, and left her son completely out. Damn, it's hard out here for Psy babies, y'all. So I just want to end this on a positive note. And again, none of these stories are meant to humiliate anyone, to make fun of anyone. This is all history. This is all public knowledge. So, sometimes I think we forget. And, I just want to bring back some of the old, some of these memories, that I have, posting about Wendy, posting about the Whitney famous interview or the Aretha Franklin's. Like, I see there is an audience for that type of content. So I want to be the one to bring it to you. I want to relive some of these stories that just had us on the edge of our seat. Back then, you had to go to the grocery store, child, and get a Star magazine to get all the juicy gossip. And now it's right at the click of our fingers. And I hope y'all look to me for this type of content and this type of entertainment. Now, Fantasia has went on to, rebuild her career. She's been on Broadway. She's been in movies. She has never looked better. I mean, my God, her glam squad has gotten her all the way together. Every time she steps out, it's given 10 out of 10. She's happily married. Like I said, she has a new, a baby girl. I believe she's probably about 2 or 3 now. So everything in life is good for Fantasia. Fantasia, if you happen to stumble across this on YouTube, girl, we love you. We loved you ever since American Idol. We wish you nothing but the best. But again, this is part of your history, your story, your American, Idol story. So I'm going to tell it. Again, Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know who y'all want me to do next. Let me know if there's any stories that you can remember that you want to, revisit again. I'll do some digging and I'll pull it together and, just continue to bring the content that I enjoy making and hopefully that you enjoy watching.